Hi there, welcome back to some more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we started beating on the Gaian units, but now they started to build anti-air units to ruin our day. So we're responding in kind by trying to build some shard tanks to ruin them on the ground, maybe instead of just the air. So welcome back. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. Have a good stretch if you've been watching a load of YouTube videos in a row. There we go. And hopefully you've been watching on this playlist. That would be kind of nice and flattering. And if you have been enjoying it, let me know in the comments below. All the terrible algorithm things that I'm awful at plugging. So I would appreciate it. Let's continue. The only thing I did between episodes was prune down the unit list because, again, the AI combined with the interface is terrible at pruning, even if you have it set to prune. So we just have to help it a little bit along the way. I'm going to go investigate what's going on at their city up here. Oh, there's a transport. Let's get rid of that, please. Absolutely. Nope. Didn't have any units in it, but they can't transfer units if they don't have any transports to transfer the units over. So that works for me. We got our backup ship because we had lost an absolute rubbish roll last time we came over to the Flowers Preach. So at least we've got a replacement. We're going to get a couple of interceptors along this side as well, because it's only a matter of time before they get air power. So we want to be prepared for when that event happens. But let's go to the next turn.
Production complete.
The Hive and the Believers are going to be at war against each other till the end of time, I think. So we've got Hab Complex and Power Grid. Still feel bad for this settlement. This was the one that we were just churning colony and sea colony pods out for, out forever. It's starting to grow a little bit now. We want what here? Do we want to build air units? We don't have any morale buildings here at all, so maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just try and boost its other production, its non-military production. Get all those, please, because you are starting to have some reasonable naval tiles to work with, and there's a bit of competition for space out
Production complete.
Fusion lab done at Steel Fount. Excelente. You, my friend, are definitely a candidate for building some type of... Well, we might as well get the command center, because for ground units it's the same bonus. Get some shard tanks. Thank you very much.
Complete. Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
There's been a lot of production complete. You have so much forest. Yeah, hybrid forest is a
Production complete. Production complete.
And as for you guys, you still have some issues with drones, it's fair to say. We never did check our social engineering. We'll go over that and just take a look. We don't need a tree farm here. What are you doing? Yeah, all those trees you're going to have at sea. All those sea trees. Don't get rid of that. There we go.
Production complete.
Let's go take a look at it before I distract myself again. So we're in this weird situation where we have everything unlocked other than future society that we can get. And yet, we're not using any of it. At least not a lot of it. We've been democratic in knowledge for most of the game since we've had the option. It's really quite surprising how much the Believers don't hate us, considering that fact, but it is what it is. We want to go free market. But while the Gaians are trying to attack us, but doing a very poor job, this is a bad idea. We're going to have to stay simple. I would love to have picked green, but alas, can't do that because we're Domai. And planned costs us a little bit of money and some tech. I don't think it's worth it for building our units slightly faster. There's a time and a place, just not now. Speaking of which, we still want to keep pounding away where they don't have anti-air units. The more we can do that, the safer it will be. Do you have any anti-air units here? You do not. That city has almost nothing in it. This city, in fact, has nothing in it. So I will take that from you. Thank you for Garden of the Deep. Wow, you're unhappy. I mean, it makes sense. Let's hurry.
Confirmation.
I know it's really expensive, but it's still worth doing. Get a perimeter defense immediately, and then just get some defensive units in there. That'll do. It's not going to be particularly productive, but it's fine. The Gaians typically peace out pretty quickly.
Combat report.
Excellent. We destroyed a couple of units. You don't usually get that. I was going to say friendly, but that's not what I mean. Collateral damage, that's the word I'm looking for. When you're in a city, but you do if there's a spy there. Spies do deal with receiving collateral damage. Yeah, we don't want to attack that. 6-2 we do. We never got to break down that sensor, but it's okay. That was a lot of damage that we took, considering we were massively in favour, but whatever. How many units we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still not a full complement, but it's not miles away. Let's start moving some units over. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take these 4. And then this spy ship, we can... Because it's a ship rather than a stim ship, does that mean I can come into greenhouse? Yes, it does. Excellent. So what we could do if we wanted to is we could just engage a mind control probe.
Request
and
confirmation.
Just take it over that way. We don't need to do that, though, and I'm going to wait until they have a unit, like an anti-air unit in there, because then we can steal that too. However, we may want to try and steal something else. So we have 5 moves left. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. We can reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have a spy in there. What do you think the odds are they'll have a naval unit that will come and bop us? I don't think it's that high. Okay, bye probe team. Our probe teams are pretty good. They're not unbelievably amazing, but they're not terrible. We want to do action. We want to do automate air defense. We do want to keep a couple of interceptors that are not set up for that. But right now, I don't want to micro them. So that's why we're doing it that way. We do want a couple over here. Do we see anything? No. So you just go to Longshore Key. You have full fuel, so you can come over again. More than 2 to 1. I don't want those mine worms the opportunity to grow. I don't want to give them that option. Another spy ship. 1, 2. We saw nothing here, so we should be reasonably safe. Gonna settle down Kappa sector just because we can. And then it's going to be a case of Sentinels. Then the basics again. I'm going to hurry that along. It's going to take a whopping 22 days because it doesn't really have any tiles to work. There's not just food. But I want that there's another place to park my air units. So we can't land these the same time we pick them up, but we have enough movement to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can stay in place and be relatively safe.
Turn complete.
Ripper to the hive. They were the ones attacking and they failed.
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
Fusion lab. The Labour Trust still it's a surprisingly underwhelming city given where it's located, and it's because a lot of its nearby tiles is not actually working. It's not an awful city, but it's just not really doing much of anything. Let's see if we can try and grow it out a bit.
Production complete. Maximum population reached. Production complete.
The Warriors' bland acronym MMI obscures the true horror of this monstrosity. Its inventors promise a new era of genius, but meanwhile unscrupulous power brokers use its forcible installation to violate the sanctity of unwilling human minds. They are creating their own private army of demons. Commissioner Pravanlal, report on human rights.
Mind-machine interface. Again, a terrible thought when you really get into it, but this tech is the one I was looking for. So this is the ultimate tech I was looking for. Not because you can build the cyborg factory in the Cloud-Based Academy, although they're both great. They both build all of the type of their respective building in every base for free. So the Bioenhancement Center and the Aerospace Complex, respectively. But on top of that, you get copters. So copters are even more broken than needle jets are. They don't have to alternate turns between attacking and then going back to refuel. They can just keep going almost forever. If they run out of fuel on a turn, they just take 30% damage. Kind of gross. Drop pods allow ground units to make airdrops, which doesn't negate entirely the point of transport units, but it does make them these are far more, far more versatile. They do get a 50% combat penalty if they attack after an airdrop. I don't use them a ton proactively, but they are useful. More probe team morale, thinkers fine. Diplomatic victory allowed. Now, at the moment,
Production complete.
nobody
Drone
can.
riots.
Nobody can do diplomatic victory because nobody can talk to the council because of the sunspot activity.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
That being said, with how many votes we have, it's an absolute no-brainer. If I remember. We shall see. We shall certainly see. No, Lau, can you get out of the way? Thank you. Wow, that's a lot of combat fail for them. Now, can we go in? They're trying to build the theory of everything at Song of Planet. They only have a couple of units there. It's not their capital. The capital is here. I wonder if we can just capture that outright. It might be safer to capture the Flowers Breach because it's kind of on the edge of their landmass. So if I do this, we can...
Request confirmation.
Yeah, it costs 790. I think we just do a mind control
Mission
probe.
accomplished.
Thank you very much. They have a lot of workers here. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is too many workers, although at least it will buy us some time temporarily.
Request confirmation.
Get that space, immediately built. Get a perimeter defense, and then we're just going to spam defense. Well, a few defensive units here anyway. We want probability sentinels. But this is the power of money. You can just buy cities if their espionage is bad enough. And we're making bank even though we can't be in free market. What's also nice is that...
Unit lacks required ability.
It says that, but then we can just drop this down, take the city, kind of same logic here. We'd love to build something fancier, but right now it's purely defense that is what matters. So get those built. And our transport that says it could not move in there now can because it's ours. And that means all of our other units can move for free and do whatever they want. So if we take this Chaos Speeder, for example, we can upgrade it because it technically hasn't moved. Which we're definitely going to do for both of these. Thank you. And then the one that was already a Shard Rover can do a little bit of digging around. Like beating up this worker that's going to be in the way, for example. You stay in place because it's safer there. I don't really need you to stay here at this point because all of my air units have come to land there, so that's fine. We're going to move here and then just shoot Autumn Grove. Probably not do a lot of damage at this point. No, I don't think it did anything, honestly. I think it might have done quite literal peanuts. You heal, you're only 5% damage. Lau, can you get out of the way? Dude. 4 to 6. Absolutely not. We're going to do action. Destroy enhancements. Sensor array. That's the auto air defense attacking that. We didn't touch that. You don't have a lot of fuel, so you need to stay in place. We clearly can't attack Autumn Grove. It's just got too much defense. So instead, we're going to block the path and just sit here. We're not even going to attack. We're just going to block them. Spy ship is back. That's fine. Shard invaders can now come over to Anvil of Man and then sit in place, please, because we will take more over if we need to. You're fine. You are Control Shift A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll move there. I can't see anything of any note. We'll just shoot them. Well, they have a couple of alien artifacts over there. I wish we could have them, but that's not how that works. All of these units are just going to sit in place because despite the fact they are completely useless from an offensive perspective, they will at least take one hit. Mind
Request
control
confirmation. Probe team compromised.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, our probe teams succumb to the side effects of mind control probe. That's okay. We still have the city. It doesn't have anything worth
Request
having.
confirmation.
So we're going to have to build something there to keep it defended, but we now have it and they don't, which is what matters. Get a couple of anti-air units in there. You are still going to auto-improve that city. Why would that change? It will not. You can come over to Water Garden and do the exact same thing. We'll just start moving in that direction. We can hide in our own city as protection,
Turn
which is
complete.
excellent. So yeah, we're showing a few of the most broken game mechanics. Espionage, if you have money, is completely broken. It's pretty broken if you don't, but it's really broken if you do. The AI attacks you based on ideological reasons rather than common sense, so she attacked me even though she was hopelessly unready. And she's going to pay the price for that. That's just the way it is. And turn. Still doing his Triangle of Doom, that probe.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
Yeah, we do have a Shard cruiser now. I don't need multiple of them. We should start building the Cloud-based
Project
academy here.
initiated.
And you can build the Cyber
Project
Factory.
initiated. Maximum population reached.
Awesome, we got some more formers. Get a network node. And then after that, what we should we do? Just get that for happiness, I guess.
Production complete.
Network node in beta sector. Definitely need a tree farm. That'll certainly help you grow. Then all the standard things.
Production complete.
Okay, spy ship. Let's keep moving. Now we only have one, unfortunately, but we could totally take Memory of Earth if we wanted to, just through pure espionage.
Request confirmation. Mission accomplished.
Ta-da! And we get the unit that was in there that we couldn't deal with. So that works for me. Get in a regular defensive unit. And then get your defensive buildings in place, at least one of them. There you go. Sit. And we can move across now. And sit in place. That's one of our own probe teams. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize I was trying to move to attack it. I don't really have anything to do with you. I'm going to go into Autumn Grove, I guess. It's going to take you a turn. I'm going to sit... So well, let's do maths. You have essentially 6 movement. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, you can get there without having to hide outside the city, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to wait. You're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4... Yep, you're also able to get there without any difficulties. So that's exactly what you're going to do. You need to heal. Again, our interceptors are just mauling all the workers to get them out of the way, which is nice of them. Move unit. You want to sit in place. And then you as the transport want to come back to Anvil of Man now. Yes, I know, Lau's there. He's been in the way for ages. Shard penetrators. We don't really want to attack Autumn Grove too aggressively at this point. Wow, that's a... You're choosing to defend your capital with a spore launcher? That's depressing. That's not what I'd be doing, put it that way. So our spy ship is back. It doesn't really have anything to do on this coastline, as weird as that is. So we're going to go over to the Flowers Beach and just sit there. Just give it another... And it's another unit just to put bodies in, really, more than anything else. Okay, I know he's there. You literally saw him before. Morgan was being smart. This would be the time he would be attacking Deirdre, but... If the AI was smart, it's something you'll hear me say many times, and it's still clearly not that smart. Okay, our Shard Cruiser has been made, but I think it's a bit irrelevant by this point. There's not much for it to do. Let's go over the Deirdre's fishery with it anyway, just in case the university gets any ideas. But I don't think there's much for it to do. I'm going to use this just for scouting purposes. So there's a fungal tower. There is still a cargo pod, which probably means it's got alien life forms in it. So have you heal, you heal. Yeah, they still only have alien artifacts in there as defense. I wish I could nab those off them, but we can't. You need to do automatic fungus removal. I'm going to put one of these shard invaders in our capital
Turn
still.
complete.
Because we spent all this time getting our transport over and then making a new transport and then building units to move over to Gaia's island. But realistically, we probably could have just captured everything. Gaia's landing would be a little bit annoying because it's not on the coast. Although, you can say that Autumn Grove too. Why does the AI do this? Like, if you're going to be building off the coast, move one more tile in. Make the most of it. But it doesn't because it's weird. She's still trying to build the theory of everything, by the way, even though her entire everything is falling apart. The university just do a conventional missile. Can you believe this? That's escalating
complete.
Quickly.
Production complete.
Perfect. And now we have our successful shard tank prototypes. All the rovers can now become tanks and just have more movement.
Production complete. Production complete.
You completed your network node. You should probably get a hybrid forest and then a hab complex and maybe even a perimeter defense. You don't have a perimeter defense, really?
Drone riots. Production complete.
Preliminary analysis indicates that our rivals have developed a safe and reliable method to simulate conditions existing on the interior of a stellar mass. The fabrication and transmutation of materials possible in such an environment guarantees significant industrial and military applications. Probe Team Operations Directorate, Top Secret Report.
Matter compression gives us level 8 defense, otherwise known as the snot armor. And it gives us fuel nanocells. It just makes air units able to travel further. Not that helpful, I find, for needle jets, but can be useful for copters. We haven't built a copter yet. We're going to have to at some point.
Production complete. Production complete.
Realistically, what I probably should be doing is switching anything that's building a needle jet over to a copter. I just haven't bothered because we've been absolutely curb stomping everything. Yeah, she has nothing on that island. At all. It's going to be just more of an inconvenience than anything else. At least it's on the coastline, so I can convert it if I need to. Okay, who is building needle jets? You are. So you're going to switch to shard copters going forwards. We didn't show the social... I forgot again, didn't I? No, I did show social engineering. I don't trust myself. Anybody else building air units right now? Yeah, you are. Delete that. You're going to go for a shard copter as well. I just really want to show them more than anything else. You are only building 2 more, so that's fine. I don't need to switch my capital. My capital is still doing crazy well. Up to 16 population. I think that is the cap for the secondary effect. Yeah, it is. Like, you need a second building to increase population beyond 16. Tachyon Park's pretty unhappy. Tachyon Park. Friedman's Park. I'm reading two things at the same time. I mean, it'd be very happy as getting a Tachyon field, that's for sure. Our attack against this is... 4-2 is pretty good. Maybe we'll just try to clear it. It technically has more strength than us, but we have more health, because it doesn't have a fusion reactor in it. I'll take the 70 energy credits for free. Why did you shoot me and not shoot... I don't know, that fungus is crazy. Let's mind
Request
control you as
confirmation.
well.
Mission accomplished.
Fantastic. Okay, so you have... At least you have a defensive unit. Okay, I don't have to prioritize this then. What we can do instead is go perimeter defense immediately. And then... Oh, network node, do that, maybe. So that's fine. Very, very good. So they don't have any naval bases at this point. So their navy's completely crippled. So we're not even going to worry about that again. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to engage mind control
Request confirmation.
here as well.
Mission accomplished.
Autumn Grove is unhappy. Even with 3 defensive units, we're not building a 4th one. Get a Rec Commons immediately. Then go for all the basics again, just to make them happy. We still keep quite a lot of buildings in here, so it's not like we're completely doomed. If we didn't have the hologram theater, pretty much everybody would be a drone.
Request confirmation.
Do that straight away. So she is falling apart at the seams. She doesn't have any army. I was expecting to at least have to deal with something. Apparently not. Apparently not. Do you still have units in there that can beat us up? Not really. Let's take that out. It's a 3-1, so we should be fine. They're still building the theory of everything. That's so weird. Now, something I don't know is that if I capture this via espionage immediately, does that lose all their progress towards the theory of everything? I don't know. We're going to find out, because I'm building it anyway, so it's a moot point. Like, it's not a bad thing if it happens. We can't reach that, so we're going to stay kind of out of the way. You're going to sit in place. You are going to attack this very annoying fungus. Thank you. I thought we were going to lose for a minute there. It was close. And then beyond that... Does anybody else even need to move? You can come back to wherever you want to go. We're just going to put you in a city, just so you count as defense. You can move to Autumn Grove. Yes, you can still move there. Oh, well, there's a unit there. Okay, well, I'm glad I checked. It can't take the city anyway, because it's indirect, but I still don't want it there. You sit... you, the Shard Cruiser, can at least... I don't even think you need to go out and scout around. I think I'm more interested in coming over here in case the university gets any ideas. Shard Tank, hooray! The Shard Tank can come over to Anvil of Man. They do look kind of cool, but you just, in a lot of games, you never get this far. You would never see them. You have run out of things to do. I have a very developed inner core of colonies at this point. Let's have you go to Future's Fulcrum. Let's give it some improvement. Can we reach here? Yep, exactly 10 movement. So we're just going to sit in place. Same with you. Partly to defend it, partly because, well, if we do need to attack, we want to be there. You're not going to bother moving, though. I'm going to have you move over here just to keep things defended. Shard Rover, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can move across the fungus, can't we? So we can just go straight across here. I don't think we want to do that. We want to wait until the spy's ready. So we're just going to sit in place. They might pop off that
Turn
one
complete.
unit by itself, that rover. If they do that, that'll be mildly irritating, but not a big deal. Let's see if they do. They moved their supply
Production
cord.
complete.
But no, they did not.
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
I mean, what that tells me is she has absolutely nothing. Diddly squat. Hammer and tongs. Don't build that, please. Instead, we are going to get... What do we even want here? Probably a tree farm and then a hybrid forest. You have so much forest and I've never even built a tree farm. That feels very wasteful. This city will get a lot
Production complete. Drone riots. Production complete. Production complete.
You got shard invaders. That's fine. Let's now get a fusion lab and then a tachyon field. Thank you very much.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
You got your probability sentinel. So Tanker's Rest is very well defended now. That's perfectly a-okay. Except it doesn't have an actual perimeter defense, so we should deal with that. And then we'll just get some basic
Maximum population reached.
drone-based buildings.
Production complete.
We should genuinely try to improve the state of these locations now. We'll probably have a forest. Oh, we have at least one down. So
Production complete. Production complete.
so much is being built. Okay, we could theoretically turn the governor on at this point and just have it build everything, but it's fine. Everything's fine, apart from if you're the Gaians, then things are not fine for you. And it's not even like she can capitulate and, say, hey, I give up, because we have no activity in communications. Look at how cool those tachyon fields look. So bright. I get that they're just the defense perimeter put in a different color scheme, but still, it's cool looking. Okie dokie. I don't see anything weird happening out here. Okay. Fine, that was good scouting. You are going to do terraform, fully awesome, get rid of fungus. Still nobody settled the geothermal shallows. I want to at least give the AI a chance, and it just does not want to settle there. I'm looking, not for the spy ship, I'm looking for the... Well, there's the... Wait, why was the probe team put out here?
Unit lacks required ability.
That's so dumb. Why would they put the probe team there? Oh, that sucks, because probe teams don't have amphibious as an ability. Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. Okay, well that changes the game plan a fraction, I guess. Insert a probe team in here, please.
Request confirmation.
Hurry that up. I'm going to do the same thing here. Insert a probe team, and hurry that as well,
Request confirmation.
please. So stupid. I guess we'll keep it there, but yeah, that's not smart. Yeah, they just don't have anything? Like, they have units we don't want to attack, that's why we're not. But it's so strange, they just have nothing going on. I don't want you to attack that worker, so that's fine. I'd rather take Gaia's Landing without having to take it with New Conquest. It has a Citizens Defense Force, which is something, I guess. Not super important at this point, but it's something. Yeah, the spy ship can't do anything other than maybe come over here, I guess, and try and take that one remaining city off them. You come back and heal. You heal. You don't need to heal, so I'm just going to do a bit more scouting down to Last Rose of Summer. There's still a fungal tower there. AI, what are you doing? 19 to 10 is not great, but I'll have a go at it. Oh, we won. By the skin of our teeth. No, we don't want to attack Morgan. This is why I'm building 2 spies, so I can
Combat
capture both
report.
of them. And they're out of defenses, so cool, that was quick. That was very, very fast. No, we're not attacking. Oh, hello. Fusion carrier transport. Do you have anything in you? No, you are quite literally just a transport, so I'm going to ignore you. I thought they were going to try and sneak attack me, but nope. No can do. Have you generally move over there, please? You can just go into... I can never want the short keys for this either. I don't want to automate. I want you to patrol. That's what I'm looking for. So there's an area of the map you can just patrol. I'm going to have it patrol that area. And then it should come back in theory, and then next turn go out and check it again. That's the theory.
Perhaps a careful review of your options is in order.
Yeah, we would have a terrible time against this too. Which is why we want to take it with espionage. You can see the combat roll, it would be really bad. I know I'm pretty safe to do this, that's why I'm doing it.
Turn complete.
Place. Well, somebody just shot the
Drone
football
riots.
tower.
Production complete. Production complete. Maximum population reached.
Okay, we're getting to the point now where we don't need to show this as a
Maximum population reached.
or that.
Drone riots. Production complete. Production complete.
There we go. Not sure you're going to hear that in the background. Cat's being real talkative. It's like, hey, your video's near the end. I'm like, no, not yet. We still have a bit more to do. We still have a bit more going on, kitty. You got food and water for days. Well, at least today, and I'll check on it again later. You know the drill, the cat's always hungry, always dying at all times. They are, in fact, lying to you. That's fine, stay in place, stay in place. You can sit. I guess because you're also not needed, we'll bring you up to Smokestack Hill. You need to prepare for sure. We want to, even though it's expensive.
Request confirmation.
Yeah, that's okay. Rush them both.
Drone riots.
Oh, you're genuinely having a drone riot, so that's why. Why are the new cities not having the governor do this by default? Well, I'm glad we worked that out before everything went wrong. UI crustiness strikes again. Yeah, no wonder they're so unhappy. Wow. I mean, what on earth is going on here? It'll take you one turn to work it out, the governor, but it's fine. Yeah, that would explain the level of unhappiness and just inability to do anything, I guess. Oh dear. Okay, I was pretty sure I missed this one. Okay. They'll have one more turn of panic and then they'll be fine. Still nothing scary. Nothing scary going on. You can sit in place. So the spy ship, what's the cleanest way of getting here? This is where we want to go. Probably just straight up and then... Is it worth going that way even? It takes so long either way. I guess we'll go up and around this way. Probably safer anyway. That can sit in place. Shard Cruiser, you can sit in place. We're in this weird situation where I don't want to attack my enemy. Some weird things all crusty games can sometimes get you to do, eh? To the point where I'm even tempted to just have them hold in place. I don't need them to go anywhere even. Yeah, we're just going to have a lot of these units just hold. Are you the one that's coming over here? I mean, we can have a couple go over, I guess. If we're going to do that, would it not make more sense to go this way? Well, I guess I've already committed to going this way. I don't really want to engage with the university, though, because they will start asking me for things. Or they might declare war on me, too. Which, Not super interested in. Still got some spot activity issues. End turn. Fungus is growing. Yeah, bet it is.
Production complete. Drone riots. Production complete.
Okay.
Already we have turned all of our critical industries, all of our material resources over to these things. These lumps of silver and paste we call nanorobots. And now we propose to teach them intelligence? What, pray tell, will we do when these little homunculi awaken one day and announce that they have no further need of us? Sister Miriam Godwinson, we must dissent.
Yeah, again, pretty terrifying. We're going to have these tiny robotic organisms try and do everything, and the thought of them just overturning us is cool. So, yeah, we can get the nano factory, which is fine. Normally, you can only heal up to 80% when you're outside of cities. This lets you go to 100%, and you repair more quickly. Robotic assembly plant is much more interesting. So this costs you 4 energy a turn, but it gives you minerals, 50% more. This is something you should be prepared for in terms of eco damage, because the eco damage consequences from that can be enormous. That being said, we are going to build one here for sure. If I can find the icon for it. There it is. Quite an expensive building, unsurprisingly. We're then going to get Centauri Preserve afterwards.
Maximum population reached. Production complete. Drone riots.
Okay, fungicidal fusion C-formers are now over at a brand new base for it at Future's Fulcrum. Let's have you automatically improve it, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. You can just be held. You are going to be miles behind, so rather than go after Deirdre's city, you are going to come and hide in Iota sector, because, again, if the university decides to not play ball, they are incredibly susceptible to probe, so we would be able to buy a lot of things out from under them. Speaking of which,
insufficient energy.
we may not have anywhere near as much money anymore because we've been buying cities, but the amount's not grown that much. And it's because we're taking cities off them. I guess we'll take out that fungal tower and get the money from it. Thank you for the 70 credits, I appreciate it. We should now have a probe team. This one can be hurried as well. Oh, no, not yet. It has to be next turn. Okay. Sure. You do you. We don't have any mag tubes, so we're going to spend a turn moving. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do I want to move any closer? I don't need to, no. So we're just going to sit here and wait. These units shall also wait. You can now sit in place. Impact foil, you can sit in place. Shard interceptor. We're going to move you over to Iota sector and then have you sit in place. You're going to go to Freeman's Park and then sit in place. There's still a spy there. Now, what you can do, and I haven't done this yet, I haven't needed to, but what you could do is if you find a probe team in your territory that's not at war with you, you can leave them alone. You can interrogate them and then remove them unharmed, or you can just outright eliminate them. I'm just going to get them to move out of the way, because they can cause blockages, and I don't want that to happen. Shard tanks. We don't need them to deal with Deirdre anymore, so let's move them over towards Miriam's side in case she gets any funny ideas. It's weird, we've been spending this entire game being like, oh, what's Miriam going to do? And bigging up how big and bad she is, and she's done nothing to us. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. I'm going to move some of these planes back, I think. Yeah, because I just don't need them here. We were expecting the Gaians, if they declared on us, to be, dangerous. Instead they're like, nah, it'll be fine. You let that unit out of your city. How dumb is that? Oh, do you think I was going to move one of the spy ships over to Song of Planet? That was probably the game plan, but it's fine. I'll just take it with the other probe team. Not a big deal. You're very damaged. You're still pretty damaged. You're not damaged. Let's make sure they're not doing anything weird. Oh, that's an organ unit. That's fine. Yeah, we still don't want to attack that.
Turn complete.
They're good scouts. It's nice to have scouts that don't have to deal with terrain. Could you imagine how much easier it would have been early game if we got the Unity chopper? I know we said it like 20 episodes ago, but man, that would have been so much easier. Lots more kelp. Lots more explosions. Morgan's having a terrible time trying to take out this one unit, which is really funny.
Drone riots. Production complete.
I love how I took the pop-up away, but it will still say drone riots.
Drone riots. Production complete. Production complete.
Okay, automated former cannot make any more tube locations because it's on that small island by itself, so that makes sense. You're going to sit in place. You're going to sit in place. This shard penetrator, I'm just going to have you come back. It did patrol. It saw something. It wasn't something I was interested in. This probe team is now going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do... You can see, because it's the capital, we cannot just capture it with mind control, which is a shame, but it makes sense. So what we're going to do instead is try and see if they have any research data. And they do. This is why we don't want to rush to take them out.
Why do you insist that the human genetic code is sacred or taboo? It is a chemical process and nothing more. For that matter, we are chemical processes and nothing more. If you deny yourself a useful tool simply because it reminds you uncomfortably of your mortality, you have uselessly and pointlessly crippled yourself. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
So bioengineering is the second piece to the oh no late game crust problem. So we didn't get a chance to build the longevity vaccine. I didn't talk about it because it's really varied depending on your social engineering. In our case, we probably would have got one free drone or more money. Be one or the other. This, though, the clean reactor, it doesn't require support. It is quite expensive. It may say cost 2, but it's not 2 minerals. It's a multiplier effect. But what that means is you can pump out a legitimately infinite number of units. Combine that with a mechanic where all that happens is aliens attack each other forever and blow each other up. This is where the end game can get horrible.
Mission accomplished.
If I could just turn that off, I probably would. That's not how it works. So yeah, we're going to have to find a way to deal with this location, because Gaia's Landing we can't spy. Song of Planet we certainly can. But what we're going to end up probably doing is, rather than building this probe team, in fact, we want to go for a shard artillery, and we're just going to buy it. It's horrendously expensive, but it means we can shoot Gaia's Landing for free. And then once the units have been weakened, we should then be able to take it out with any difficulties. But we're going to do that probably next episode, I'm going to say. This episode has been very successful. We have taken a load of cities. We now have a copter to show you. Has 12 fuel, so you're like, oh man, that's really weak compared to a needle jet. But theoretically, if you're next to a stack of units, you could attack 12 times, which is wild. Now, what we're going to be doing is, again, we're going to be taking that over to Freedman's Park. It doesn't even matter if it takes damage on the way. As long as it doesn't lose all of its health, and it only loses 30% if it has to land, that's perfectly okay. You're going to sit in stone. There's still a pod up there, and I'm very, very suspicious about it. So I'm not going to touch it, but I nearly thought about it. I veered towards it, as you saw. But no, we're going to say no. I'm going to put a cut in the video. So like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.